Hi everyone, how are you? Today is the 24th. Have you prepared for Christmas yet? I have my cousin's baby here. They're spending Christmas with us and we're having a great time. I am going to get ready and get going. So today I have so much to do. I will be making moi moi first, so I need to go and wash my beans, and then I'll start cooking the meat because I need stock for my jollof rice and fried rice. So let's go. Say hello, Danica, Kobe. To peel my beans, I like to run hot water. I use Nigerian sweet beans for my moi moi, so the back is easier to peel. So let's run the hot water first. I'm going to place my bowl here and then measure out 2 cups of brown beans. I don't want to do much. Now that the water is good, so let's put that in here. So we rinse this through and we strain out all the dirt on top. Remove that. And then we go again. And then I'll stop this and let this soak for maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes all done, and I am going to remove the water. So now we're going to peel the beans. As you can see how it's easily coming off. As you can see, this is all done, and the next step is to take out the shaft. Will I call it shaft? Maybe. So now let's add some water. Then we do the same thing. So this is my last rinse. I think I've done like 4 already. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just do your thing. So we are done now. And I am going to add water here and let this sit for at least I plan to cook around 6, so I'm gonna let it sit here till that time. So yeah. So I have brought out my oxtail, well seasoned and marinated, so I'm waiting for this to defrost and then I will make my pepper soup. So I'll start cooking this probably around 3-4, so I will leave it to continue defrosting. Chicken, got to make my wash this thoroughly. Why? I'm going to nigga. Okay, I've left this for like 5 minutes and now I'm going to just wash thoroughly and put in the pan. So I'm removing all the any feathers left. Make sure it's all clean. Then I'm gonna run water and clean this properly. Make sure that you wash this properly. See how it's so clean, and then you put in your pots ready for cooking. So I have goat meat as well. I am going to cook this with the chicken. I don't know if you do the same, but I usually combine if I'm going to cook both anyway. Instead of cooking them separately, I just do the same. So I'm going to do the same for the meat. Add salt and then leave for a while and wash. Few minutes later, then I'm going to wash this. Make sure that the salt goes everywhere. Run water. Okay, I'm adding my ginger, and then add your garlic. So I am going to add some spring onion, adding again some paprika just for that added sweetness. If you like spicy food, you can add scotch bonnet, but my kids, they don't eat spicy food. So let's blend this together and then add into our pot of meat. I'm using my ninja. Alright, I've bought my onions here, so I'm using a big one and a small one. I'm going to slice this and put in my pot. So let's get slicing. Okay, let's slice this. It doesn't have to be perfect, just chunky is fine. That's it. Okay, so now we're ready to season, and I'll be using Food Ace all-purpose seasoning to season as well. So I'm not doing any measurements because I didn't weigh the chicken, neither did I weigh the goat meat, so it's gonna be according to how I feel. So first of all, I'm putting some beyond powder as the spirit leads, and I'll be adding some salt. That is done. Adding some Food Ace all-purpose seasoning, which you can buy from the website, from www.foodace.co.uk/shop. So now let's add our fresh spices and herbs. So we have here ginger, some paprika, some garlic, spring onion. It smells so good. It smells really good. Onions, so that goes in, and we are going to add some thyme. So what I'm going to do now is to add water and rinse my processor. I'll add that in here. I don't know about you, but I usually will test the water just to see if it's salty or if it needs more seasoning, but I guess it will be perfect. So let me just stir everything in first before I cook. Usually how I do my cooking, I love to slowly cook my meat, because this way the spices and the seasoning, they all go in very well, and the meat comes out really very tender and nice. So cook first with just little water, and then you add some more water. Of course, I'm going to be using the stock for jollof rice and fried rice, so I need water, a lot of water. So once everything is all well combined and mixed together, cover your pot, and then we transfer to the burner. Let's go. So I've placed this on the biggest burner. So what I'm doing is to bring this to a boil, and I will transfer to the lowest burner and then turn down the heat and let this cook on a very slow heat. So I will see you guys in a bit. let's have a look. So what I'm going to do now is to stir this. So at this point I am going to transfer to the low gas burner and turn down the heat, because I want this to simmer a little bit for like 10 minutes before adding water. As you can see, the color is changing and I've tasted the juice and it's so yummy. So let's cover this back and then transfer to the low burner, which is this one here. Let's bring it across. Ooh, so hot. There you go. I am going to add some water and stir again and make sure that the taste is still good. And I am going to turn down the gas from this to the lowest and just let this simmer until cooked. It feels like my pot is very small, but it's gonna get the job done still. Added a little bit of water, and then you can see the water now, or the broth is here now. So what I am going to do is to check for taste. Still very good. I don't need to add any salt or anything extra. So I am going to turn this to the lowest heat and allow it to slowly cook until done. Okay. So this has been simmering for quite a while, maybe 45 minutes now, and you can see the broth is all the juice from the chicken is a lot now. So I will leave this to continue cooking for the next 15 minutes. But what I'm going to do is to try the meat to see how tender it's been, and that will guide me to see whether to cook it longer or not. So I'm just going to cover this back and go back to my room and rest. So far so good. What's the time? Is 1:30. I am making progress. My beans that I washed earlier is still here sitting. My oxtail is defrosting, the chicken is cooking. So I am going to go upstairs and just have a rest, maybe a snooze, and then we'll come back and continue cooking. So when I come back, the plan is to make moi moi, fry the meat, and then what else am I supposed to cook? Oxtail. We have a lot of food in the house that we're living on, especially for the kids. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you are enjoying this little vlog I'm doing. I'm getting excited. Belle is vlogging now. Belle is vlogging now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.